Hey there, everybody. This is Cholera, and welcome to a commentary of a game between Savior and Flash. Savior, the emo Zerg, versus Flash, the Terminator Terran. And I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Savior actually beat Flash in the last exhibition match, but Flash wasn't taking it very seriously. He went for a nuke rush, and it still took Savior a little bit of time to do it. So Flash, I'm sure, if Flash is playing on top of his game, and Savior is just playing kind of the wishy-washy way he's been doing all of 2009 and 2008 and most of 2007, Flash should be beating Savior. And by the way, that is Naura on the left. I know you guys are going to be like, that's Naura! Naura in the pink, and the other commentators in the salmon and pink. I do say salmon sometimes. I don't know why. I mean, it's just maybe I have absolutely no idea. There's very few people like that, but I've been corrected. Anyway, I'm not one of those guys who can pull off pink. I don't really believe in wearing pink, in fact, as a guy. I'm not sure what you guys feel about it, guys with pink shirts. A little too preppy for me, I guess. Flash, there he is on the big screen. There's Savior. I'm going to be casting some more games from both of these players later on today. I decided, actually, to put in Flash's games in the OSL round of 36. Flash has already been already kicked his butt into the MSL, I believe. I'm not sure if he was seeded or if he managed to just win through the Survivor tournament, but I do know he is in the round of 32, whereas Savior, I'm going to cast later, playing in the Survivor tournament, which of course leads into the MSL round of 32. So both players right now doing all right. Savior, I don't believe, is... well, actually, you know what? I don't know the results of Savior versus... Actually, you know what? I don't know what I'm talking about. Savior, I don't believe, is in the OSL. I think that's correct. Savior, I think, got kicked out somewhere early on in the OSL. So he is only in the MSL, possibly, if he manages to win that. If he did win into that MST group, which we're going to see later. Right now, we're playing on a new map called Tornado. It's a 4-player map. We've got Savior on the bottom and Flash on top. I think this could be a longer kind of game here, based on their positions and on the fact that this map is pretty wide open. I would think that it would be Zerg favored, but statistically, it's very even so far. It's 7-7 Zerg versus Terran, in fact. So I would expect it to be Zerg favored because the center of the map is incredibly wide open, leading Zerg to be able to surround Terran's M&M balls as they move out. But perhaps it's just because Terran have been going mech, and that is less susceptible. I'm not sure. There's some other features on this map I haven't really gotten a chance to look at. So, or perhaps just Terrans are right now just doing well in general. I don't know. It looks like Savior's going to go for an Overlord first, pretty standard. And he's probably going to go for a 12 hatch. There is Flash with the dyed hair. Perhaps it's because he's recently had some more surgery on his brain, changing out the CPUs. If you're noticing right there, a little bit of eye twitching. Oh, that's the third twitch. So, always fun to see that. Looks like Savior actually is going to scout with one drone and expand with another one. And he's perhaps watching out for some kind of trickery there from Flash. Uh-oh, where is Flash with his barracks? Uh-oh, he might be going for a fast expand here. Flash going for those epic 14 command centers. It looks like he could be doing that. In fact, yes, he is doing it. There's the command center, ladies and gentlemen. Flash with balls made out of silicon. Microchip balls. I mean, he is just so ballsy with these fast expands against Zerg. It's not even funny. But he has predicted Savior's actions correctly, because Savior's not going to be able to respond with very much here, given that Savior's also gone for a 12 hatchery build. So Flash is definitely going to have an advantage here, although I really don't like the fact that he does this all the time, because it's just such a facepalm moment when he loses against players that, if he played a standard game against, he'd be able to win almost all the time. But he just loses. I mean, it's just insta-lose. Why put yourself in danger of that, Flash? I don't know, but he's definitely. I don't know what his programming is like inside of his brain. I just don't know at times. Savior looks like he's going to go for a 3 hatchery opening here. He's going to need to make up a little bit of that economic edge that Flash has now. And Flash, well, actually, he does have the choice to go mech, but usually we see a medic marine builds after a 14 command center, although sometimes you can actually go into mech if as his opponent's doing right now, if his opponent goes for, a 12 hatch to start off with. And Flash, I don't believe, has a scout yet on Savior, so he's building a bunker up. He is going to go for more marines, as we saw a second Raxup going up there. So it's going to be kind of an old school build here, except of course Flash does have that 14 command center, and that's going to be tough for Savior to beat. I mean, even if Savior hasn't been listening to all those emo songs, and perhaps has taken his Zoloft, even with that, Flash definitely has an advantage at this point. So, Savior has some making up to do, and we're going to see if he manages to do that. Flash with his mining already at that natural expansion. Savior's going to have to do well here with either his Mutalisk Harass, which is going to be tough because Flash has a good economy and he should have turrets up way in advance, or with some kind of strange build that he could pull out of his butt right now. He might have to do that, in fact. Some kind of trick build, like some kind of Hydralisk Queen build or something like that. That would be amusing. Lurker Queen. Always fun to watch. Or perhaps a Lurker first in general. I don't know. I mean, certainly Mutalisks and then follow up with another expand is okay. I mean, that would work if this year was 2006 and Savior was on top of the world and, all the Terrans didn't know how to deal with it. But against Flash today, I'm not sure if that's going to be viable. But, that does look like what he's going to be doing right now. I don't see a Den, so it should be some kind of Spire first builds and followed by an expansion and then some Lurkers. There's Savior. You really can't tell how Savior is doing mentally until he loses or wins, because if he loses, he'll cry, and if he wins, he'll cry sometimes, but there'll be tears of happiness. If he's being emo, he'll cry tears of sadness, and sometimes he'll hit a wall. That's always fun to watch. And by hit a wall, I mean literally punch a wall. Always fun to watch. Savior's antics after the game. Yeah, there's the Spire from Savior, so 3 hatchery Spire. Nothing odd so far. Uh-oh. Flash with a small army moving out here. He's going to put up some early pressure against Savior. Hopefully Savior has a sense to put up some sunken colonies in time. He's going to need them. Sometimes Savior goes for just Lings and tries to get a surround. He might be trying to do that if we don't see any sunkens. Looks like no, he is going to get some creep colonies down. Just in time, I believe. Savior actually choosing to run by with the Zerglings. He's just finished speed, so he might get up the ramp, and that could do some damage. Although it looks like Flash has gotten 3 units there. I think that should be enough to block, and Savior does not have anything in his front door. This could be disastrous for Savior. If he doesn't get some Lings out and some blockers, Flash could just win really quickly here. Flash with his group coming in. What is Savior do? Oh no, Savior, come on. Do not make epic fail. Don't make epic fail. Savior is going to epic fail, I think, on this one. No, Savior, what are you doing? You are failing to build enough sunken colonies. You require more sunken colonies. Savior is going to be screwed so bad. It doesn't matter if he manages to kill a couple of SCVs. Oh, what were you thinking, Savior? What were you thinking? He did not spot that group of Medic Marine around there, I guess. He's going to lose enough of his forces that this game